Hey there, I'm Matt Williams, the Techno Evangelist. And in this video, I want to show you something that I've been working on over the last few days. You see, I work as an evangelist at a company called Infra. And one of my roles is to create videos about who we are, about what we do, about the technologies that are used, about, all those things that are relevant to Infra. And by the way, Infra is single sign-on for Kubernetes today and Postgres and SSH and other things in the future. So I created a series of videos, and I'm going to continue with that series going forward. And, it's mostly a command line product. So I'm spending a lot of time in these videos in the command line. And when doing that, I've got a script that I read, and then I'm recording what I actually do in the terminal as a separate recording. And when I record that demo, I'm basically looking at my script, trying to figure out, okay, we're at this point in the script, here's the command I need to run. Luckily, I know Infra pretty well, and so I can see, I need to add a grant for a particular user. I know I need to run infra grants, add, etc. But it requires a little bit of thought. And sometimes I get the command wrong, and then I start over because I want to have a nice clean demo when I record it? Or do I just creatively edit that out? So what I've come up with, so in fact, here is the script that I've been working with for the most recent video. It's kind of a introduction to what is Infra and showing how you can work with Infra to give access to two separate clusters running on DigitalOcean. And I do that in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So it's a series of steps I need to run. I want to make sure I do it in the right order and everything's flawless. I get the right commands each time. I don't have to if I have to figure out the command as I'm reading through the script, that's not very efficient. And so what I ended up doing was creating basically a list of all the commands I'm going to run. It starts off with a brew install infra command. And then I'm looking at the files in the directory. I'm exporting the kubeconfig to or setting the kubeconfig file to an environment variable and so forth. And I'm going through the entire process. So that's pretty good. That's super useful having that there. But now, if I squeeze down my Obsidian editor so that I just see the commands and I've got this over here, I usually use CleanShot X to record the video here. Even though I have ScreenFlow and other tools, I really like how CleanShot does the recording. So I start the recording, but then I have to come over to this thing. And one of the other benefits here is that I want to make sure I get the command right and you don't see a lot of typos. If I have to type in brew install infra/tap/infra, I might get a letter wrong and I have to go back. And again, I have to edit that out. And that's kind of a pain. And sometimes my typing is not very consistent speed. And I have to edit that so it looks a little bit, the last thing I want an end user or a viewer to do is have to sit through me typing badly. And so I can select this. Let's see. I can select this, copy, and paste it over here. But that's not really, it's not typing. And so I thought, well, I can use Keyboard Maestro. In fact, as soon as I do this, you can see I've got this selected. So it's got black text on a white background rather than just I have to press the space bar to get rid of it. So it's even that's not that great. What I really want to do is be able to see that and type it in over here. And so what I ended up doing was create a Keyboard Maestro macro. So let's bring that up, Keyboard Maestro. And here it is. You can see that basically I've got a command that just says, okay, if you type in the hyper key, so I have caps lock remap to Control Option Command Shift, if I press that command or Hyper V, then go ahead and copy whatever is under here. Oh, yeah, I forgot another reason why I wanted to do this Keyboard Maestro thing is, I'll copy this here and then tab over, and it doesn't have to be this particular command tab window, but now my video capture is capturing this command tab prompt. And again, I have to edit that out. And it's just one more, it's another set of things to type. And I really wanted to simplify this. So back here, whenever I select something, I just press Hyper V. And what that's going to do is it's going to copy whatever's selected, copy that into the clipboard. It's going to switch over to iTerm, not all the windows, just the most recent window. And then it's going to pause for about 1/3 of a second, just to make sure that, if I do it right away, then I might not capture the edit point correctly. And I wanted to make sure there was a little bit of a delay so I could edit that correctly. And then I want to use Keyboard Maestro to, rather than just paste it in, I want it to type it out. And it's pretty magical in here. But if you just type it out, it types pretty quickly, I think, by default. So I set the simulate normal keystroke delay to 0.07 seconds. And that is a nice flow that I can make faster or slower in Final Cut, but it's a nice, good base. I kind of wish I had like a variable number of seconds, so that I could simulate real life typing. It's sometimes a little bit faster, sometimes a little bit slower. I do wish I could do that, and maybe I can. And then it's going to go ahead and insert text by typing. So that's pretty cool. So let's see this in action. If I get rid of this and I press, let's see, if I press this, it switches over and it types the command just perfectly. And now I can press enter. I think it's already installed, so it's going to complain. And then I can come over, or ls, that's quick enough to type, so I can type in ls. Okay, so those are the files in there. And then I can copy that. So again, all I have to do is select it and then press Hyper V, and it types it out. Enter. And now, after I've got that recording, now I can easily bring that over to Final Cut. And yes, I have to edit out a section with each command where the terminal goes black. But one nice thing about that is, since I can see, if I zoom in enough, I can see that visually, that the terminal is black. So I can very easily select what is bad, delete that, and now I've got just all the things that I type. And then depending on, whether it's a really long command or a really short command, I can speed it up or slow it down using the time. You can reset the time in Final Cut, so I make it faster or slower depending on what I want to show. So I think that's really cool. I'm going to be using this in all my videos going forward. It just makes things super easy and fun. So I thought hopefully you find this interesting. I think it's a really cool way of working. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.